So last time round I left it off having gotten this warning sign for the Uprising Events, and I'm actually recording this video on a different day, and I've learnt quite a few new different things since the last video. So basically, when I started getting these warning sign events, I was using patch 1.82, but actually I did start a Let's Play with patch 1.8. When I was actually reading these events in the previous few videos, when I was checking the event file, I was actually using an old event file. I had saved the 1.81 version to my desktop basically, and I was reading from there. So I didn't realise there had been a few changes since in the 1.82 patch. So the event file is a tiny bit different, and the event has basically changed over the few patches that have come out since Synthetic Dawn release. 1.3 is actually available now, but I haven't updated to it quite yet because I don't want to change anything once again with this event. I believe the event file, well, these events I believe are coming from the 1.82 version though, since that's when, well, the patch that I had installed when the event started, it should be at least. So yeah, there's been a few minor changes. Now I think what could happen before is that the Uprising event could trigger at any time based on the selections that you had picked. But I think now it may be the fact is that you have to unlock every single warning sign before the Uprising can happen. It's not exactly clear at all. I could definitely be wrong about that. I believe this is the 6th warning sign that I've actually had, and there's only 9, and there is actually one more event after that which basically locks in the fact that you're either going to have an uprising or it allows you to quash the uprising. I think I might have mentioned this in annotations. So I have actually recorded beyond this point before, but I found out that there was either a bug or I picked the wrong option which no longer triggered a warning sign. Now both of these are supposed to trigger a warning sign, which you need to continue the uprising, I believe now. Last time round I picked that. I'm gonna pick this time, this time round. Yeah, last time I recorded on for a bit and I just didn't get any more events. If that does happen to you, if you're doing this yourself, there is at least 1 or 2 ways around it though. You can actually dismantle a robot which actually should re-trigger the warning signs. You can even ban robots if you are the right ethic choice. You can't do it if you're materialist. If we come into here, yeah, I can't outlaw them currently, but that is another way that you can re-trigger the warning signs if you do pick a wrong option. I think in regards to these options, it's probably if you want to trigger the uprising, you should probably let the robots get on with whatever they're planning, which, yeah, some of the previous ones I haven't really done that, but they've always triggered a warning sign, because many of these options actually trigger a warning sign no matter what you do, but maybe not all of them. But yeah, let's pick that this time round. I also believe I mentioned in annotations that the templates don't really matter. Yeah, well, I'm basically going to have to recreate all my ship designs when we become the Machine Empire. Arguably, it's okay to upgrade my station still. I have a couple down here. I may even want to make some more in protection against these guys before I become the Machine Empire, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. So since the last video I actually spent some minerals, I've looked on all my planets, I have moved the odd robot around on certain planets to where I want them long term, like these on the science ones for example. Problem is they're in servitude at the moment, so they are getting a mild negative, so this might rejig them around again in a bit, but they're still very good there. I've built a couple of colony ships, actually checked out my expansion plan to see what planets I can colonize. There's actually a limited amount these days, and I think a terraforming tech I passed up will allow me to colonize those barren worlds, so Yeah, I kind of forgot that at some stage. Maybe I should pick it up. Should still be able to pick it up as the Machine Empire. I've got 2 colony ships being made though, with the intentions of trying to colonize those 2 worlds soon. And I think I may even be able to make use of that if I can get 5,000 minerals, which yeah, it should be possible. I might make one of those before we become the Machine Empire. I won't be able to immediately once I become the Machine Empire, but I'll probably be picking that Ascension perk again at some point. So there should now be 3 more of those events. They seem to trigger every 2 or 3 years. And then we'll get the final event. Probably then.
Construction project concluded.
And if, yeah, to let us decide if we want to quash the rebellion
Research
or
concluded.
just ignore it. And basically it will definitely happen then. So yeah, I think we'll be the Machine Empire within a decade, basically, on the rate that we're going. So we just got armored torpedoes, fire engineering. There's the 3rd level upgrade there. What should I go for then? Yeah, I think that's the last level of devastator torpedoes. I mean, if I'm going to use them, I would probably want the best version, so let's go for that, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to be using counter codes to trigger the rebellion itself now. I'm just going to let it go naturally. It should become a Machine Empire within a decade.
Construction project concluded.
If I don't get the Machine Empire type that I want, then I may use counter codes at some point, though, to like use an autosave and then do it from there. Currently I have autosave on every half a year, but we'll see. Not definite that I'm going to do that. It is random though, which we get: exterminators, assimilators, or a normal Machine Empire. Probably need to, yeah, delete some more ships from there, but we'll see. I'm not going to do it. Well, the thing is, if literally every event has to happen now, which is how I think it works these days, which I don't think it did in 1.8, yeah, it does give you more of a, well, you can plan things out better, basically, because yeah, the situation, well, you know when it's going to happen if you have to get every event, basically. Right, there's actually a colony ship finished, so I'm going to colonize Grekil with this one, if possible. Yeah, been a little while since I played last, actually, so I'm going to be a little bit rusty. Right, let's get the energy tile there. Okay. Yes, the first videos are out now for the Uprising part of the Let's Play. I'd just like to thank you for all of your likes and views and comments so far.
Construction project concluded.
Another mining station is done. Let's go and pick that up there. This colony ship is also done. There's an amazing tomb world here, so these robots will be able to colonize it. Okay, and the best energy tile here doesn't exist, so put it there for the time being. Okay,
tile blocker cleared.
Right, I'm gonna want to, I think I'm gonna put habitat in the old capital system.
System survey
well,
concluded.
it will be the old capital system. It is still currently capital. Right, that's surveyed. I don't think this. Well, I haven't done that, have I? Let's go and survey that since I can put something there. There is a barren planet there, so if I could get the tech to get that done, I wouldn't have to make an outpost to get these up here. But I should be thinking about, well, arguably think about making outposts in certain areas.
Construction
like
project concluded.
Research station is done. Okay, let's get another research station then. Okay, so where's the nearest one to... Right, I'll get that over to
Tile blocker cleared.
Hebes in a second.
Construction project concluded.
Okay. Let's... Is there anything good here? Not really. Oh, hang on a second. Right. Let's cancel that. Yeah, let's get this back over to here. Right.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to turn over stuff to sectors pretty quickly. Wow, my energy's come up already. There are some tiles I want to clear still. Yeah, I don't think the tech is actually retained for these tiles, even though I got it via an Ascension perk. Which, I thought it might be, but... oh, right, so we just had the death of our leader. Got a new one. Too much, so let's abstain. Looks like it's gotten one from the science department. Right, fleet expansion, which is probably not what I want at the moment. Okay. Colony ship, or just after I've made them. Edict cost, okay. Right, let's hire... Oh, that was my materialist. So that was a pain since he was giving me a 15% boost. Those, I guess I'll go for the maniacal one. Small bonus. Okay. That's the current state of the galaxy. A lot of wars going on. Luckily I'm not included in them at the moment though. Right. Looks like there's spot for more robots here perhaps. Yeah. Svan there. And go there. Yeah, not really focusing too much on getting the right tiles at the moment. But
Initial colonization phase.
once when Machine Empire, I'm gonna try and get everything back into order. It's gonna take a while though, probably, to have a lot of colonies these days. Right, I need 5,000 for this habitat. Probably takes about 10 years to make, so I'm not sure I'll make it in time, but hopefully my old empire will continue things on, finishing it. You have to do it on a planet, orbiting a planet, when you make these. Costs a heck of a lot, but yeah, since we're running out of plants, might as well do so. Okay.
Construction project concluded.
Mining station's done. Let's continue on with those.
Tile blocker cleared.
Oh, peace. And looks like they've lost yet more territory. So 3 planets and a humiliation to consolidated Ozcos worlds. So there is a point that if you get so many planets, you actually win. Yeah, 24 out of 78. So we're doing pretty good actually. I think these might have gone above us now though. 26. So those guys are definitely a threat to winning, definitely. Okay. Keep on conquering people.
Construction project concluded.
They may not have colonized everything within their territory. In fact, I'd be surprised if they have. Mining station. let's go and grab stuff over there.
Construction project concluded.
Okay.
Construction project concluded.
Right. Spaceport and Callum. Right. How many spaceports? Right, that's all done. Have I done all of these? Pretty much. Looks like a piece is broken out. Oh, there. Non-aggression between those two. Okay.
Tile blocker cleared. Initial colonization phase complete.
Right, so we've got a new colony. That task force has done a ton of exploration. I'm gonna take a brief minute out then to figure out what I want to turn over to a sector. So I've added the newly made colony into this sector, the Fruitful Endeavours sector. That used to be in a sector of its own. I've just added it to this. When you're actually creating sectors, adding and removing these doesn't cost influence anymore, so it's actually really useful, that fact. So I've got a very long and stringy sector at the moment, all the way over to here. Putting that new colony in the sector also allowed me to use the sector resources for clearing these tiles as well. It doesn't take it from my galactic resources, so that was very useful as well. I've upgraded the spaceport and I need to make a ton of synthetics here, but apart from that, I'm about ready to get going again.
Tile blocker cleared.
Let's do just that, and yeah, hopefully we get events within a year or so. Right, let's keep an eye on this still. Okay, so I want one of those, definitely. There's no zoo on here. Let's get some of those. And how many savants am I going to need on here? None really. Maybe one. Oh no, there's one there. That could be a genetic clinic. Well, I'll get a couple. Ah, here we go. So, another event. Tears of an AI. There has been an incident at one of our facilities on Tissalum Prime. A lab AI involved in societal research has suffered terminal hardware damage, resulting in a loss of core software and memory systems. As a result, there will be a projected decrease to research output at the lab until the new AI installation's algorithms have been sufficiently seeded. The circumstances behind this terminal failure are still unclear. Right, so we're unfortunate, or launch an inquest to determine the cause. Both seemingly are the same, but there's probably a follow-up to that one. At this point, yeah, I think I mentioned it before, I just want to let the robots do their thing without interruption. That should fire another event, and that one might do as well, but yeah, let's do that. Okay. Production quota surpluses. Several of our mechanized consumer goods manufacturers have experienced a recent boom in production efficiency, citing an anticipated rise in precision and effectivity among our factory machinery. Administration reports these benefits will be felt as lowered goods prices for our populace. So we get less consumer goods, so we should have more minerals for 120, yeah, 10 years. Okay. Right, one more. How many savants do I need? 2. Right, when I've got the minerals. Right. This one just died. Huh. So the guy who was just in charge died, basically. Let's abstain on that. Looks like they've taken another one from the science department. Science research speed 10%. Galdric Dembedir. Right, and they... well, he gives extra influence and destroy build cost is cheaper. Okay. I'm gonna have to hire a new scientist here then. At this stage I think I've researched pretty much all the key Voidcraft techs. This is very good for getting hull types. Who's the youngest? Ooh, anomaly discovery chance. We'll hire them then. And that means I got 2. So right, let's put that one. Where is it? There. Get them there. They're on the edge of dying, actually. I think I'll keep them doing assist research for the time being. I haven't given this new orders. I forgot to do it. That's actually a planet down there. I haven't looked through all of this as well. But yeah, I'll figure that out later. Okay. I actually really want to make an outpost there now. I haven't deleted that because I think I should be able to get that within my territory and come up here. Which at the very start of the game, if I'd have been perhaps a bit quicker at getting an outpost up there, I could have gotten to that area. But it happened very, very quickly. I wasn't sure if Fallen Empire's borders grew or not, and I found out they do. So that prevented an outpost because it went into their territory. Right, more unemployment. Okay, let's make a couple of savants here then. 1, 2. Okay. Governing ethics shift in the Parrot Empire down here. They are more militaristic, which probably isn't good for me. How strong are they? They're actually weaker than me, so that's not a problem. And that's going to make it easy to conquer them after we've united our empire, or reunited it, once we're the Machine Empire. I'm still thinking of keeping on to these packs. I believe they won't be able to get to me still, and once I make peace with my former empire, I should peace out with both of those. If it doesn't, then that would be a massive issue. But I'm gonna risk that being the case, I think. Yeah, should do. So we've had 7 warning sign events. Now there should be 2 left, and the key
Construction project concluded.
To make the uprising inevitable or quash it. Right. This one you can see is making habitat. So I've got to keep an eye on that, arguably. Let's make those there. What I got to keep in mind to upgrade spaceports. Still.
Construction project concluded.
I mean, arguably I do want to keep on increasing this. Independence guaranteed by them. Okay. And scientists gained a level. Arguably I should be colonizing more since I have available influence. Could start to save up for another habitat, maybe. Okay, when I get a constructor spear, I'll actually, yeah, perhaps make another frontier outpost there. I could make another constructor, but it just, yeah, too many in the list if I start doing that. Oh, let's get these spaceports up.
System survey concluded.
Okay. Right, that's done. That's now within my territory.
Research concluded.
Okay, we've now got regenerative hull tissue, but yeah, no point in upgrading my templates really. So add these. Right, yeah, let's go for climate transformation then, because I think this is the one that unlocks the ability to get these barren worlds. 100% sure, to be honest. Ship designer, can I upgrade my fortress with those? Yeah, these are actually free these days as well in energy, so they're well worth sticking on. Just an extra 15 minerals. Let's do that then. Save. And I might as well spend some minerals upgrading these. Yeah, these won't be... well, basically if my old empire retains onto these, it won't be a problem for my machine fleet, because I don't need to enter those systems at all to get to the planets, so that's not going to be a problem. And it will serve as protection again in yeah, if anyone down here were to declare war, which yeah, hopefully won't be the case, but if it is, it'll help maybe. Okay. Right. A silent congregation. Is this event number 8? I think 7 or 8. We have received accounts of unusual behavior exhibited by robotic units on Tissalum Prime. At unpredictable intervals, a number of our planet-side robots will cease all assigned functions and begin moving to a seemingly randomly determined location in complete synchronicity, timed down to the millisecond. During these bizarre congregations, the affected robots do not appear to engage in any observable form of communication or data transfer. They just stand there, completely still, staring. Investigation has been unable to determine a reason behind this recent phenomenon. The duration for which the robots remain in this trance-like state before resuming normal functions varies, as does their time of triggering and destination. No logical correlation or causation has been found, and our population is understandably distressed by these eerie gatherings. So we could have them scrap, lose a robot, gain 100 minerals. Or we could do this option, as long as they don't cause trouble, we could take a unity hit. Now I could go and check the event file, but yeah, I think I'm just going to let them do what they want at this point. That almost definitely will trigger another warning. That one might as well, I don't know, but I'm going to do that one. Okay. Right. So, should hopefully get another event within a couple of years. Got colonies finishing rather soon. Okay. And I should be considering making more. That's up to 20%. Not sure we're going to be able to finish that before becoming a machine empire if everything goes to plan. Mining station is finished. Let's go and grab those. Okay.
Another day, another scientific breakthrough.
Right. The physics department has finished the antimatter upgrade. Maybe I should have picked the hyperwarp as well, last pick. but that will definitely be useful. That's the last one. There is a Ascension pick that requires this, but I think it's only massively useful if you've found a mega structure within your territory, and in this game I haven't, so maybe that's not so important currently. Other than that, not sure if that's retained by the Machine Empire or not. That would be nice, very expensive though. That's for the spaceports, I think. I'll go for that next actually. Let's get the extra point defense, since some of my opponents around here are definitely using missiles. That'd be good, and my former empire will be using them. Okay, let's get my spaceport upgraded.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for that one to complete as well, and then I'm gonna take a minute out to solve sector issues and build stuff on those.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Okay. So both new colonies have been turned over to the sectors. Naus has been turned over to Fruitful Endeavour, and Grekel to the Dontor system. Both are making new starports. I actually got some minerals back by cancelling the spaceports being made there. I took a minute out to do a deal with these guys as well. They're about to give me a ton of minerals. I spent some money with them to do that. What else have I done? I've started making some robots on here, synths, but I want to make some more. I also rejigged around my governors, so my core governor I moved on to sector, so it's currently looking like that. So both of those are on a sector to get the tiles being cheaper. I had to give my sectors some minerals as well to allow me to clear all of these tiles, and I think I've done all of those. So that's getting done, and I'm ready to get going again. I wouldn't mind making another colony. I need one here when that gets done, definitely. And excellent, we got some extra minerals there. Let's continue making these spaceports. Right. Okay. I think there's pretty much no way in hell I'm gonna make all of the synths that I've designated to be made on all of these places before we become Machine Empire. Yeah, it's coming now. What? 1-2 events left? There may be, after the last event, a period of time where there's a we randomly become the Machine Empire, but I think it's supposed to be 1800 days, but we've got so many bonuses towards it that it will happen a lot quicker than that, probably. A question: